Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, August the 3rd, 2020. It is currently 10:23 a.m. Central Time. And in this episode of the Currently On podcast, I have some breaking news. Now, this breaking news deals with sports. And I know typically so far in this podcast, we've talked about music, we've talked about movies, we've talked about TV shows. But this podcast is really dedicated to anything that is currently on, anything that will be currently on, because a lot of times we're giving you information about something that will be coming out, in the next few weeks or in the next few months. But we also at times turn our attention to the sports world. And this is something that was currently on, and then the pandemic hit. And once that happened, everything got shut down. And it looked like this particular thing was going to go out of business and it was going to be no more. What am I referring to? I'm referring to the XFL. Now, I was really enjoying the XFL. I thought they had some creative ideas, some different rule changes, and I was kind of rooting for them. Hopefully this would be successful. It wasn't successful the first time they tried it, so maybe it would be successful this time. I was supporting it. I was watching it. Their ratings were doing really good at the beginning, and then they started kind of a steady decline, but they were still holding, I think, enough to make the TV networks happy because they were looking for, live content, because live content gets people to actually tune in. I don't know when it's live. So I thought that they had a chance. I thought they had a chance to make it. It looked like they were going to be able to at least, play a second season. So everything was looking, at least hopeful for the XFL. Pandemic happened. It shut down. Then it looked like there was some conflict between ownership. It looks like it was over. It was done. And then all of a sudden, about 15 minutes ago, someone sent me this. Are you ready for this? In a wild turn of events, it appears as if the XFL was purchased by Dwayne Johnson, or you may know him, The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson reportedly purchased the XFL for $15 million. Now, I cannot 100% confirm that this is accurate as of right now, but that is the report I have. Here's some more information about this. So in a wild turn of events, it appears as if the XFL was purchased by Dwayne Johnson. And a report from Sportico, the XFL has been purchased by Dwayne The Rock Johnson for $15 million. Johnson is in partnership with Redbird Capital, an investment group, along with his ex-wife, Dani Garcia. Sportico, on their Twitter, it says, breaking news, The Rock is the new part owner of the XFL. This is fantastic news for fans of the XFL. If the league has any chance of surviving a bankruptcy and the current pandemic, Johnson is the guy to save it. His name, his legacy, and his presence can really impact the league in the positive way. All right, so now this is from ESPN, confirming that the XFL has been purchased by a group that includes Dwayne the Johnson, a.k.a. The Rock, for $15 million. The deal is contingent on court approval. All right, and let's see. The XFL had a lot going for them before the pandemic hit, and Dwayne Johnson believes he can bring it back. The sale couldn't have come at a better time for the league after a disappointing finish to their 2020 season. It looks like XFL's future was over. Some remain hopeful after the league was put up for sale, especially when reports surfaced that dozens of investors were interested in purchasing the league. Thankfully for the XFL and its fans, the day has come for the league's potential resurrection, with Dwayne the Johnson and his partners in charge. The ceiling is now higher than it was pre-sale. While this doesn't guarantee the league's return, it's a huge step in the right direction. Well, I hope that purchasing it for $15 million. Was it $15 million? I don't want to give you incorrect number. 15 million. I hope if they purchased it for 15 million, this brings about the league's return, because I don't know what else you would get for your $15 million. What else do you get? The extensive tape library? Hopefully it would be the return. So hopefully they can partner with the networks or maybe a good streaming service. I don't know what the future will be, but it looks like the XFL possibly has been saved by a group that includes Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Now remember, it does require court approval. So I just wanted to grab the iPad really quick, bring you this information. and we'll see what happens. So you can post in the comments. You can email me, newsif@yahoo.com. Are you excited? Will you watch it? Will you support it? Were you watching it? Just give me your thoughts on the XFL and possibly its future. Just some breaking news. Wanted to get it out there, and we'll continue to follow this story. Everyone have a great day. Enjoy.